training center of the Boy Scouts of America for professional training, you will see this statue. It was created by R. Tate McKenzie, one of the famous American sculptors from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was given a commission in 1915 to create a statue that would commemorate someone in the Boy Scouts of America. That someone was a scoutmaster of Troop 1 in Philadelphia. He took over the troop when he was 19 years old in 1911, and he built that troop up from 12 scraggly boys to, in 2 years, to a troop of 100 and a drum and bugle corps of 16, which every Tuesday night would form in front of his house. And the drum and bugle corps would strike up, and off they would go down the 3 or 4 blocks to the Loder Presbyterian Church where Troop 1 met. Yes, in a short time of 3 and 4 years, this scoutmaster built this troop up to over 100 boys. He attracted the attention of the scout executive. He attracted the attention of R. Tate McKenzie, who did this in behalf of that scoutmaster, who was E. Erner Goodman.
Said sit down.
If you see that statue in your scout office courtyard, please notice the arm sleeve where he wears the badge of his council. It's Philadelphia. Below that is the troop number, Troop 1. Below that, the boy is wearing a patrol leader, 2 bars of the patrol leader. The scoutmaster, of course, was E. Erner Goodman. Just a short time, that man showed the power of one that the scoutmaster could do to build a wonderful scout program. In the scout program, as we know, he created the Order of the Arrow. And you heard the great legend that Mateo gives you, the story of the creation legend of the Order of the Arrow. You remember when Chipcat Bush expressed a need for someone to step forward and go on a journey with him. And so, who stepped forward? It was Uncas. Uncas who said, "Oh, my father, I am ready. Send me on this gracious errand." And he went with his father into the neighboring villages to assemble a group of Indians to go and hold back the marauding Indians coming from the north. Uncas, a story that you know so well, demonstrating the power of one. The northern tribe was conquered and turned back. Let me take you to June 1976 in Philadelphia. The 13 colonies on the North American continent, mostly on the eastern seaboard, were invited to send 3 delegates from each colony to Philadelphia to discuss the relationship with the mother country, Great Britain. They asked 3 from each one of the colonies to make sure that the colony itself would not come up deadlocked, but they would come up with a solid responsibility and indication of which way they wanted to go, whether they wanted to stay in Great Britain, the mother country, or whether they wanted to be free and independent. So they debated for 3 or 4 months, and finally John Hancock, the chairman of this group, asked for a vote just to see where they were. They decided to make the vote successful. They had to have 9 of the 13 colonies approve this. So they voted. New York, as usual, vacillated because the delegates figured that they didn't have the proper authority from the people living in that colony. The vote was tallied. Delaware was tied, 1-1. What was the total votes? 8. They did not reach the majority of 2/3. And they said, "Where is the 3rd delegate from Delaware?" They said, "He's home in bed, sick." The farmer in Delaware. Send a runner after him aboard a horse. It took the horse and rider 2 days to reach the sick bed of Caesar Rodney. Rodney took the message and said, I must go to Philadelphia. He ordered a horse to be mounted, saddled and mounted, and then he rode 2 miles to reach Independence Hall in Philadelphia.